be able to access the morgue at the far end of the West Wing construction site.
They could be anywhere.
Here they come. Be careful.
Okay guys, let's get into the build. The first thing is to put on the specialization gunner, and the reason for this is because it has the Banshee item. The Banshee launches a forward arc of pulse energy that confuses enemy caught in the wave and penetrates cover. I also use the 50% increased rifle damage and the 15% light machine gun damage. Okay, so let's talk about the guns that I use. I use the classic M1A. Comes with the talent Vindictive. Killing an enemy with a status effect applied grants you and all allies 15 meters, 15% critical hit chance, and 15% critical hit damage for 20 seconds. My gun has 14% rifle damage, 40% critical damage, and 8.5% critical hit chance. I use also the Bullet King with 40% LMG damage, 11% damage to target out of cover, and 10% critical damage. I use the concussion grenade because I use the exotic backpack, the Custer's go bag, and the talent on that is one in hand. Throwing a grenade refunds it and grants +1 skill tier for 15 seconds. Grants overcharge if already at skill tier 6. So this bag goes well with this build. Let's look at the mask. I'm using the Channelite Industries, which grants 15% explosive damage, 10% skill haste, and 10% status effect. And I roll status effect on it. Chest piece is a Wyvern wear, and it has 10% skill damage and 10% status effect. And I roll trauma on it. Trauma is a talent that applies blind to an enemy, hit in the head, cooldown 30 seconds. Applies bleed to an enemy, hit in the chest, cooldown 30 seconds. Let's look at the holster. Holster is the Wyvern wear holster and gives you 10% skill damage and 10% status effect. I also roll status effect on this one. Look at the knee pad. Knee pad gives you 15% explosive damage, 10% skill haste, and 10% status effect. And I also roll 10% status effect on it. Look at the gloves. The gloves is a Channelite Industries gloves, and it gives you 50% explosive damage, 10% skill haste, and 10% status effect. I roll 10% status effect on this, and it has 10% skill damage. Let's look at the mods I use. For the mask, we have 11.5% skill haste. For the chest piece, we have 15% skill haste mod. And for the backpack, we have 11.3% skill haste mod. Let's look at the skills. First skill is the Banshee Pulse. Cooldown 10.6 seconds, duration 13.1 seconds, and effect duration 14.4 seconds, range 50.1 meters, and core angle 33.4. Let's look at the mods on the Banshee. We have a 7.1% core size and 9% effect duration. Next skill we use is a Firefly Blinder, cooldown 24.9 seconds, max targets 10, health 663,000, speed 3.10, blind duration 24.4 seconds, and PvP blind duration 9.8 seconds. Let's look at mods. The first mod has 6.7% skill haste. Second mod has 6.5% blind effect duration. And third mod has +1 max targets. That's it for the build, guys. Hope you enjoyed the build, and hopefully you can build one for yourself. And until next time, guys, catch you in the next one.